team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And here we go from Miami. Well into the end zone. He's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to it.
At their own 18-yard line.
Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a chance. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Go ahead.
First get of the game here to Raheem Mostert. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. And it's a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
They're right here. Hey, 21 TA. Watson, Oscar. Hey.
Off the play fake. Got Washington. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches.
Ready. Hey, turbo 2. Solo left Zion. Corner, long.
Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Penalty hurts them, but they're still going for it here on 4th. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Benford has it.
Intercepted by the Bills. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They're going play action. Gets this to Kincaid. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Slot man in motion left. On 2nd and 7. That's got it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. short of the sticks. Those kind of completions are so frustrating to do. It's like a puck. You got it on line. You feel good about it going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Back to throw, needing the first. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. The first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Get set.
First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. Cuts it to the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. So we're through 1/4 of this AFC East contest. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the city. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin.
Cover 2.
They're looking at 1st down here. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now.
Get set. 8. 20, TX. Let's go. Long. Get on.
Tua at the pistol. This one finds Barrier. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
44. Ready. Turbo 1. Out.
A-Chain running to the right. And out of a small 4-yard chunk there. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready. Ready.
From the 43. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. First and 10 for him now, following the penalty.
All right, come on. Out.
Blitz coming, Tua. Barrios makes the catch. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
Man in motion here.
Out.
A-Chan, a 1st down carry. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Turbo 3, tick.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Bronk, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and long.
Go ahead.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Turbo 1, high.
Tagovailoa throwing on 4. And he falls incomplete. A surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
To a bunch of different GMs, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you're not playing a phone booth yet. Have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. He'll throw it. That's incomplete left side.
Can't cover it was better than that. Really well covered play on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 19. The play fake, he'll throw. And they can't get it. Down deep shot. Off the curve, they have it right. It's incomplete, and now we got 4th down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So on 4th down, on comes Sam Martin to handle the punt for the Bills. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Sam Martin on now to punt it away on 4th. And he's going to effort this from his own goal line. Breaks the tackle, still going. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. It'll be a punt of 41 yards. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Fly.
Going play action, Tagovailoa. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
G, 21G. Head.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
One last play 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
We've seen one half of football and no points just yet. Let's see who can finally break that deadlock here in our second half. Samuel now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35.
Hey, we're dead even here through 2 quarters, and you know exactly what that means. That means both coaching staffs emphasize coming out strong here to begin the second half. Well, that return puts you in great position to do so, and maybe even take control of this game. When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name. Right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
It was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie, heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially when one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
First down, here's Tua. Hits him on the quick hitter. Still has some space inside the 35. That one goes for 25 yards. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Yeah, I love that. Adding as much as possible that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch. And it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Tagovailoa on first down. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14.
Okay, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Achane gets this on the draw. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Ready. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Took me at the goal line. And in for the Miami touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tough one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Escapes the pocket. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Returning it from the 4. He's got a lead up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. Now makes it second down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they're the quickest reactions as well. You needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
2nd and 10 now. Complete to Coleman. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I'm sure Coach play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on these early downs.
Throwing now on 1st down. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 25-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Let's go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
Ready. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They go play action here. Has his cut at the 9. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach.
Ready up.
They need the end zone here. They've got 4 chances at it. This is 1st and goal. Throwing off the play fake here. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going, and when it does, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Tough to blame him for that drop block. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it could be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have...
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills down by only 2 in the 4th. So here comes a big play. Bills going for 2.
The Bills are lining up for it.
He's throwing for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
See, guys, I'm not trying, but look at what defenses he's putting out there. I don't do that. I don't do stuff for my own benefit. I do it for their benefit. Undefeated in tournaments.
Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. So second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Second down and 10. Tagovailoa. This one's taken in by Hill. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Turbo one high. Turbo one high.
They send a man in motion. Third down from 18. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Ball carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Ready. 20, TX.
Looking to throw. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
That's laziness, like I said.
This play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. Keepy's still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
You better not be doing what I think he's doing.
To throw here on first down. Deep down the left sideline. And they catch up to him.
Worst quarterback in the game. I don't do that to troll. Do that because that's how I play. That's why I'm undefeated in tournaments. I play with kickers and punters at quarterback. I don't even playmaker. That's my first playmaker probably in years.
Bills take a 4th quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game.
And like I said, I don't care about these games. If this was a tournament game, I'm taking my time and I'm taking the win. But look at what these guys, I mean, I don't blame them with this. It says, the name says they're kids. So, but I have to say, based off the name, it's a little weird. Could be a pedophile. I don't know what the hell his name means. First of all, why would you call your, why would anybody have a PS name instead of kid has plural, kids? Like, what is this? What the hell does kids mean? Like, that's enough to piss me off.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Like, what is it, a parent that has a bunch of kids in their household or something? Like, and they have one PlayStation, one account or something, or I don't know. I don't get it.
Goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
It's my bad that it's even a close game. That's on me. Let's try new stuff out. But like I said, I don't care about these games. Players practice against the computer. I practice online. Because I don't take these games seriously.
Connect with Tyreek Hill. And it's going to be second down.
I also play these games because it's a social experiment. I'm trying to see if players are, 1, going to talk, 2, are they going to try everything to win, and 3, are they prideful? Check, check, check. Me, all I ever say, people think I trash talk. People think I'm a bad winner, sore loser, because I only tell them what kind of player I am, and I call them out what kind of player they are. You know?
Here he is to throw. Bit of desperation on this deep shot. Left sideline, but he did not get
I don't know how that's incomplete. Like I said, could be incomplete. Who knows? Maybe his elbow went out of bounds. I don't know. Maybe his ass went out of bounds. I don't know. I'm not biased. I'm not gonna say, yeah, that was out of bounds. That was out of bounds. Like, that looked pretty good.
last play, and now it's third down.
That's funny, by the way. I do that too.
Looking to throw it.
Ah, lazy.
Not going to pass and force a fourth down.
Lazy Y guys, right? Because they have the speed there, right? Well, they got the Dolphins. I played with a punter at quarterback with the Dolphins years ago. Did a mirror match. Took Tua out, took Mostert out, H out, took Waddle out, took what's his name now? Hill out.
Offense still staying out after the
Had third string wide receivers, scored 6+ touchdowns, won that game. Yeah, I'm trying to slip in around there. Wait, what? What happened? I didn't even know what down it was. Holy shit! I was like, wait, he was short of the first down, and it said first down. I didn't even know it was fourth down. Look at that, guys. See? I was gonna say, guys, should I? I'm saying, whenever I go to tight end attack by accident, I never go to the tight ends. If I go to PA crossers, I check it down. Tight end attack, check it down. I go deep. Never go to the tight ends. No seam passes. Every time I face a player, though, I always feel like they're gonna spam seam passes. And the only time I ever go to a seam pass is to tire win if they spammed it. Right? Because he was running the ball. I'm thinking, I was putting cover 3 blitzes where he could have had a seam pass every single drive for a touchdown. That's on him. Really, he's still trying to win. Oh, of course, we're playing online, right? This is a competitive game. Last I checked, there's no money to be made at the end of the game. You could say that's probably, let's see, how many plays do I have, Johnny? 9 plays total all game. What did I say before this game started, before we matched up with him? Oh, I'm going to do something I never do. I'm going to go by formation. I'm going to go by play. I'm literally going to go to every single formation and just, like, I was going to go, what's the first formation from gun? I was going to go to every single gun formation. I have like 20 plus. I was going to split wing nasty, pick plays out of there. Then I was going to go to the next one, tight Y off. Then I was going to go to doubles off set weak. Then I was going to go to Y off trips pats, which is, of course, a great play. Great formation, I mean. Right? I was going to literally, like, I'm saying, like, all these formations have great plays, so that's what I was going to do, right? I was taking too long earlier in the game, so I was settling for BS plays because I was taking too long to find plays, find certain formations. Never used a scheme in 23 years playing online. Never quit a game in 23 years playing online. 23 plus years. Fourth read. I'm also the only player to have more than 2 reads in a game, sadly. The only players who are doing that, I believe, are actual former like quarterbacks in the NFL or any level. I'm not a former player or coach at any level. But this guy was talking. One of the 5 things I tell players not to do: don't lag switch me because I will play smart and try. You don't want to piss me off. You want me not to try, right? This is going to be a third game winning streak with the worst quarterback. stiff armed him. I mean, I didn't get a stiff arm animation, but you know, I tapped X. Got that instead. Who knows? Maybe it was a stiff arm. I don't know. I didn't even look at it. And people think, oh, you're a bad winner and a sore loser because you're talking. If anything comes out of my mouth, it's considered trash talking. I want players to be better. And some players take that like, well, what do you mean? You want us to play how you play? You want us to play different than we play? Like, oh, what are you? Like a communist or something? You know? Stop telling players how to play. No, I'm telling you, use everything. I'm not trying out here. I'm not reading every level of defense like I do in tournaments. I'm not reading I'm only reading the shell and going through my reads. I'm not checking the front for a possible blitz. I don't run the ball. I don't think I ran the ball once. Usually 4 carries a game. That's it. I'm telling you right now, go to a seam pass. It was wide open. Seams were open all game long. He could have won like 36-8. I could have had 8 points. Whenever you have a safety blitz from cover 3, the seams are wide open. You just gotta have like, you know, 2 on the play, and just pick, you know, go 4 verticals. I mean, with the Dolphins, I'm surprised he's not going 4 verticals. He's not going gun bunch empty. He's not going gun bunch empty bunch quads. He's not doing all the things players do with the Dolphins. Would I have done that? No, I'm taking out. First of all, I'm taking out Waddle, and I'm taking out. Who did I play with the Dolphins? I believe his name was Chris Brooks at running back at the time. I think he's a backup, or he's like a second string now somewhere. I play with Chris Brooks at running back. Why? Because I don't even run the ball. So why would I? Like I said, I don't need James Cook. I don't need Josh Allen. You guys don't need him either. You guys, I say, try to make it hard. Don't make it easy. That's how you'll get better. Tell me this, guys. If you had a job that was easy, would it be rewarding? Would it be fulfilling? Yeah, maybe you got paid good, but would you really have fun at your job? Right? Do you really have fun playing these games when you're copying every other player, watching YouTube clips? I haven't watched a YouTube clip for Madden since Madden 16. And that was basically just to try to, try to defend, try to see if I could stop those wide receiver, what was it called? Direct snap glitch people had. People were using that shit. If I have the time, it's another one. Okay, I don't run up the score. Look at that. I was trying to go down. Make that animation make sense. There we go. He's out of there. See, I could understand. Listen, you know, I never quit a game in 23 years playing online. No doubt, I've lost games and quit against the computer, but I never quit a game online. I probably quit like Call of Duty games. Yeah, I did. A lot of times just not being in the mood, like in a match or something, like not doing well. But I never quit a game in Madden online. I just don't understand. Like, if I was somebody who did quit a game online in Madden, I don't understand why you would quit with a little time left in the game. You played like almost the full game. I don't get it. You quit with 25 seconds left in the game. Not only that, he had 25 seconds left in the game. That's enough time for him to try to score again with that kind of offense he has. You know, I could fuck around and not put drop defenses out there, or quarters 3 deep, or defense that would defend every deep pass. Like, I could be stupid and not. You know, look at this. It's a 3-game winning streak with the worst quarterback in the game. Guys, I'm not the only one who can do this. You guys can do this too. You don't need to, but make the game hard. Don't make it easy. And the game is easy for me whether I have the worst quarterback in the game, or, you know, starter or second string, third string quarterback with backups. Like, it's easy because I have the basics down. to where in tournaments I take it serious enough to where I'm trying to read every single I'm trying to read every single level of the defense, right? There's onions. There's like you're peeling back layers of the defense, right? But even extra shit. Like I'm trying to manipulate my opponent's user. I'm trying to audible hot route, do my blocking adjustments, read the front. If it's a base defense, one high, and it looks like everybody's coming like in an engage 8, because engage 8s are like obvious a lot of the times, I'll audible to see a more definitive look on defense. I will use motion. I will wait patiently. Like say somebody's using a defense that you don't want to go against, or that your play's not good against. You can stay in the pocket, audible, and even if you don't have a good audible, it can force them to audible because it makes them think, oh, he knows what type of defense we're in, so he audible to that play offensively on purpose because he thinks we're in a cover 6, he thinks we're in a cover 2, cover 0, whatever it is, and then guess what? They audible themselves, and then when they're audibling, there's times where they're running across the field to align with receivers, whether it's man or zone. They're just like trying to run across the field, and that's where you don't let them sit and you beat them for a big play or touchdown. So there's times where I'm stealing touchdowns, stealing points, stealing, big plays to change field position. There could be games where it's score for score. There could be games where both me and my opponent are losing. Both me and my opponent are like tied, and we're just struggling on offense, but I'm the one who's going to end up scoring points because I'm stealing those points. I'm stealing those big plays. I'm stealing those, those plays in crucial situations. Use everything you have. Use everything you have, at your disposal. There's so much that goes into your favor. It may not go into your favor defensively. Defensively, you're kind of dictating. Most of the time, your opponent's dictating what you do defensively. You can still put defenses out there. You have to read. You have to read your opponent's offensive formation set and their personnel before they come in at a huddle in the play call screen. Because if you don't, you're behind. And then if they're under center and you have more speed on the field, and a lesser front, softer defense, then you're trying to shore up with certain blitzes, and now they can see that, and they can see you're struggling to stop the run, and then they'll take deep shots. The only reason it may sound like I am, what's the word? I know, like, trolling. I'm not trolling, but if I sound like I am, what's the word?
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln
When somebody's
Financial
full of
Field in
themselves, you know what I
Philadelphia,
mean?
PA.
Like, so confident and cocky, like, you know what I mean? It's because I'm trying to show you how I play these games, whether it's practice, whether it's, in game against a computer or online.
Tyler Bass about
I'm showing you
ready to
guys
get us going. And off we go
what you
from
need to
Lincoln
do.
Financial Field. And this opening dynamic kickoff
When I'm playing with the
will be
worst
returned.
quarterback
It'll
in the
come out
NFL,
to
because
the 30-yard
I play with
line.
kickers and punters. And I did that because the game was too easy for me. So then I'm like, okay, let me try to make it as hard as possible. Play on the road every time against a computer. Put backups out there. You know, don't run the ball. Because I just hate running the ball. I'm a master of running the ball, but I hate it. Because it just makes the game too easy. No scheme ever in 23 plus years. Never quit in 23 plus years. It's so funny that I just faced the Dolphins twice. That never happened. Usually you're facing the Ravens twice in a row, the Chiefs twice. It's always usually the Ravens. But I haven't seen the Dolphins, which used to be my favorite team, back in like the early 2000s. And then I moved to PA, and then, you know, diehard Eagles fan. But, you know, like I said, I don't even care if he scores. I'll be talking on this drive on defense. But like I said, defensively, I do not ever match up. It's so rare that I match up. If I do, it's by accident. What I mean is, I tell my opponents, play smart, try to play like 1 or 2 steps ahead of me because I'm not matching up defensively. So put yourself in advantageous positions. Go like single back, 3 wide receivers. Go single back to have the 2-3 tight end advantage. I don't do that. Go goal line at times because I'm going to, you know, the thing is if I don't pick a play, the defense will match up. But if I do pick a play and I'm picking it quick, wow. Okay, yeah. If I do pick a play, I'm picking it quick. So like I said, that could be in goal line or single back, and I could be in dime or quarters. That's one example, right? And when I say it's tough to stop the run if you're in a nickel or dime and they're in like certain single back formations, right? Because then they can, you know, just like me, I'm reading the front, you know, in tournaments. Like I could literally just run the ball and win games, but I don't. What I mean is, you know where your backside pursuit is, you know where your front side pursuit is, you know where your single blacks are going to be, you know where your pullers are going to be, where your double teams are going to be, you know where the box is light, you know, oh, it's probably a cover 2, you know, you read the defense out for that. When I first started playing Madden, I was only trying to read the defense to pass the ball. And then you think like, oh, wait a minute. Years later after that, I was like, wait a minute, you could do the same thing to run. So if they're like in a cover 2, you know what I mean? You can run it up the middle to use certain you know, ISO plays. You got a fullback in there or a draw play, quick run plays. You know, I don't run the ball. If I do, it's because I'm bored. Or like I'm winning. That's the only time. Because I just want to get out of there. You know, I'm not trying to try any longer. Well, like I said, I will never play. I will play for free. I will never try for free. And people think like I use easy pass concepts. I just pick any play and run it. I could literally be 4 or 5 wide. I could be under center. I could be in goal line. It don't matter.
We may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead.
And like I said, I don't do it to get. I don't use any strategy. So if I'm under center, 2-3 tight ends, I'm not doing it to run the ball. I'm not doing it to win. I mean, I'm not doing it to run or pass. What's another thing? I don't read my opponent's user. I don't manipulate my opponent's user offensively. I'm not reading the defense at every level. Call a timeout. Who knows if I audible once, another time. I don't remember how many times I audible. You gotta know when to hold them, when to fold them, when to call a timeout, when not to.
In motion goes the tight end.
Yeah. Nothing to do with who my quarterback is. It happens. But here's the thing: every player, as soon as you start talking, they take it the wrong way. They think it's trash talk. They think, oh, this guy thinks he's so good, he's full of himself. Nope. They think it's trash talk. I don't let players talk. Only after the game, I'll message them and I'll ask, like, so, was all that talking positive? I'm sure all that talking was positive, right? And what's the other thing? I don't try in these games, right? So I've gone on 14 game winning streaks, not trying, and then the next game I'm on autopilot, not trying at all, but on autopilot, right? And I'll get my ass beat. Like, oh, you suck, you're trash. Excuses. Just admit you suck. Blah blah blah. Just had a 14 game winning streak.
On play action, here's Tua.
Yeah, easy.
And he'll get this into the hands
They want
of
everything easy.
incomplete.
Oh, it's not enough to have a regular team and have a PA dagger. They need that speed on PA dagger. Like I said, kickers and punters at quarterback with backups too. When I played with the Dolphins, I got matched up with somebody with the Dolphins a couple years back. I took Tua out, Achen out, Mostert out, Waddle out, Hill out. You know, but that's every single player. And when I tell you guys, the average Madden player uses nothing but crossers, pass concepts with crossers, right? I mean, deep over routes, drive, mesh, levels, right? Why? Why do I need to say? Do I need to say it? And then what's the other thing? And what's the other thing else? What's the other thing too? No, too high. If I have a deep corner, I'll put a deeper stem on it and then keep a seam or hot route a seam because surely, because they think like surely they're not going to be able to cover everything, right? Because if the seam's covered, the post, the corner's covered, that tells you what? Something else probably underneath's covered, right? And then what do? They run the ball. Like I said, why do you think I don't run the ball? No scheme. Why do you think I don't use a scheme? Players tell me, oh, you probably don't use a scheme because you don't have any. I could show you so many Google Notes on my phone from years ago with a bunch of schemes. The only time you guys will actually see my schemes sometimes is in practice when I'm labbing by accident. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a scheme. I'm undefeated in tournaments still without a scheme, but I'm running the ball in tournaments. I'm not playing one-dimensional. In tournaments, I am yeah, you know, why did he still throw it? Because they probably know most users, right, do not have good depth of perception. They still throw that. There's no way somebody in their right mind would throw that, but they know. Because there's no way I'd back out of that and cover somebody else. There's nobody else to cover. That's it. Right? But I tell players I don't match up defensively. I don't use a rush defensively. I will never play fag D defensively. I don't put tough defenses out there for my opponent to try to execute out there. So I'm not putting those like really good disguise coverages. I'm not like putting drop coverages. I'm not playing fag D. I'm not user rushing. Like the amount of things that players do in these games, in these meaningless games, guys. It's crazy. There's nothing on the line. There's nothing on the line. People just assume like, somebody told me, oh, it's online, so it's competitively. It's competitive. No, it's not. I'm sorry. It means something else for both of us because I come from playing tournaments, money games. And if there's nothing on the line, like I said, I'll play for free. I'll waste time for free. I won't try for free. Yeah, I wasn't born yesterday. Come on.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense can budge on
Gun,
third down.
guys.
Now, what are we going to see on
Gun, empty bunch on goal line. Gun, empty bunch on goal line. That's how you know they're trying everything to win. The players tell me, you're a dumbass for not trying to win. Yeah, come on. Like, do you not know how far you are behind the line of scrimmage when you go and gun? Like, seriously. And he rolls out. And he could have ran up the middle. And it's just like, even if my guys weren't in pursuit, even if it was wide open, he's still not scoring there. He's still not scoring there. Like, people think when I say stuff like this, I use a certain tone. It's like, you know, oh, what's the other thing, right? I said players will say you suck or you're trash, right? No, I'm not scoring. Don't worry. I ran the ball there by accident. Like I said, I go quick on the. Sometimes I literally just press X on the first page, coaching suggestions on offense or defense. That time it just happened to be a run play. There's times where I don't even know. Like there's times where I think it's like a pass play. It'll be a run play. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Where's my play? Right? And there's times where I think it's a regular play and it's an RPO. And I'm like, what the hell? You know? Just fucking with him right there. Like I do say, I used to say I fuck around in goal line, red zone goal line. I will play just to make things look nice because I thought he was single covered. And if he was single covered, whenever there's guys running deep, like deep in the back of the end zone, I'm trying to get the ball to them coming back down. Sometimes I just like to make it cute out there. Boy. Oh, if he would have got it, he would have said, "Oh, you're gonna regret that. Oh, you're gonna regret that." Yeah. 23 years, guys. There's nothing There's nothing new anybody has told me. 4-3. Yeah. Was it 3 games? So I'm on a 3-game winning streak with the worst quarterback in the NFL. I'm not getting low now. First game against the Patriots, which had a good defense. My opponent tried everything to stop me. Backed out. I don't back out. Use a rush. I don't use a rush. Fag D. I don't fag D. I don't use fag D. They were trying everything. They even tried using quarters, 3 deep, and pressing. The amount of things they were trying, guys. It ain't gonna work. Why? Because if you have everything set right, you read the defense pre-snap, you do your blocking adjustments, you know, like, okay, they're in a mug look, okay, they're in this look, they have the edges, there's like those formations, the fronts you can read where, you read like a dime rush, quarters rush, and shit like that. So say like if you read, when I tell you guys, add another read or two to your progression, going through your reads on offense, and add reading another level or two of the defense. What I mean is, people on YouTube will only tell you to read like the shell of the safeties and the corners. That's not enough. And then you wonder why am I not getting better? They said, read the safeties and read the corners. Why am I not getting better? Because you didn't add another read to the defense. You didn't add reading the front. Not only can the front tell you to run or pass, but reading the front will tell you from the look, you get the total picture. You know what the safeties are doing, the corners are doing, and now you know what the front is doing. I'm not doing that in these games, but I'm just saying, in these games, it's just the shell for me in the corners. That's it. But in tournaments, it's the front too. It's so much. And if that like makes my opponent feel a certain way because I'm not taking this game serious and they feel disrespected by that, oh well, I don't know. There you go. See, doesn't that look nice? That looks nice. That looks like you know what you're doing. But still, when I say something like that, people take it the wrong way. I'll have somebody score 50 plus points and they'll go with a play like that, literally last drive of their game, and I'll say that's the best thing you did all game. It is. It's beautiful.
Right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it, but
Better than if a seam pass was wide open for a touchdown. Better if a corner route was wide open for a touchdown. Which one looks better?
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Going to the check down after reading the defense, after reading everything else was covered.
Takes a shot on the
Going to a
release.
check down.
This will be incomplete.
Why? It makes you look like a seasoned vet. It makes you look like a Tom Brady or Peyton Manning. But when you're out here just, oh, I'm gonna just take the open guy every single time. I'm just gonna have plays, you know, deep PA dagger. I'm gonna have PA crossers. I'm gonna have 4 verticals. You know, all that shit, right? Players do. I'm gonna go to gun bunch because if the deep over route down the middle is covered, then one of the vertical routes on the right side is open, right? That's why players use bunch, for example, right? Or they'll go to gun bunch quads if they know they're facing like a cover 4, right? Because
And they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
like I wasn't even this whole drive. I didn't even know how much time was left. Like I said, I was literally, they kept me in dime this whole drive, and I'm surprised he went under center. And I was like, why does he keep going play action under center? It's like, oh, now it makes sense. He probably had less than a minute the whole time. It was just stupid, in my opinion. At the time, I thought, like, why is he going play action? Why didn't he run it? Because he would have had he would have gashed me 15, 20 yards of play. See, when you go that quick, you can't tell if that's his first read, second read, or fourth read. And players tell me, oh, why does it matter? If I won, if I execute, if I score a touchdown, why does it matter? Because you're not getting any better. Next game, you could have another good game, or you could have a shit game. You know? Or what do you care? You know? It's not that deep. It's a video game. You know what I mean? Like seriously.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first
If you
half.
guys think playing like that is fun, I mean, he probably loses more games than he wins. So, and even if that wasn't the case, even if it wasn't the case, I would not have fun playing like that. I can't fucking remember what play it is. Fucking.
Buffalo offense ready to go for
And
their
he's
next
also,
drive.
okay.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
I was gonna say, back shoulder, no.
The throw's gonna be caught. And he's gonna
Why
be
does the
brought
clock
down
stop
with
sometimes at 1
touchdown
second?
pass.
Like I don't have a timeout.
And that'll do it for the end of the second
See, I wonder, like, to be honest,
Sports.
I mean, in a way it makes sense when you have a double pass, why the whole entire defense would pursue the running back. But then you look at that and it makes you wonder, like, why did he not also come down? You know? Because I'll be reading plays on offense or defense. So if I watch this game over and I see, like, oh, okay, I'm going to look to see what shell he had on that play, what defensive formation he had on that play. You know? What defense he had on that play for that safety to not come down to in pursuit, because he didn't user him. It'd be one thing if he usered him, you know.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Go out of the locker room.
But like I said, try to make the game hard. Don't make it easy. And it's okay to practice your games in online.
We know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this
Instead
case,
of just against the
this is a tight
computer.
ball game, so there's
Because,
some optimism here.
you know, it's tough because history repeats itself. Kids are trying to get the best stats, trying to get a great, you know, win ratio, you know. Fucking Chubb, seriously. Look, I know who number 2 is. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm surprised they didn't try to use or anybody. They're knowing what could have possibly came out of that.
Points on the board so far because Too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already.
Chubb running with him. What does Chubb have? Chubb have like 84 speed? And right here, he could have a stretch, stick, tight end attack.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Blitz coming in.
Stop. I mean, dude, the only reason this game ain't worse right now is because he's going with play action, and I just happened to call a blitz on the play. Because if one, I'm not calling a blitz, and if he's not going with play action, just cancel the play action, like block the running back and keep your whatever play it is. Or if he calls like tight end attack, or I don't know, you know, because, you know, like I said, I'm just defensively, I'm just like, I'm not going to do much defensively. Like I said, I'm never in the mood in these games to do much defensively.
Sets up to pass it. Gets this one to Hill.
For example, he ain't doing much, but I'm talking about players who will use stretch, who will use RPOs, who will like use screens, who will run the ball. It's like, no, like I said, I'll check out defensively, and I'll just put, you know, I'll just very rarely like match up at times, you know.
He'll buy some time right. And out of bounds right.
So even that is good play. Like, I grade myself every play. I could grade him on that play. I'll give him a 7 out of 10 on that play. The other play where he checked it down, priceless. Like, nothing wrong with that. Yeah. But somehow I'm trash talking.
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
See, I had confidence on that pick I threw that I would outrun Chubb out there, right? And if I thought he was going to have that makeup speed or whatever, I'm not going to lie, it's the throw too, but because, you know, the velocity ain't there with some quarterbacks. But if I had known that, I'm throwing a back shoulder every time in that situation. Details, guys. Wide open. Oh my God, I was going to say. The other one is more wide open. Guys, I went through his... I told him the other one was open. Did he not see it? Once again, I think that's a form of trash talk. Like, I'm reading his plays better than he is, so that somehow I'm trash talking.
But with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods.
Like I said, I have 23 years of experience, but that shit don't mean nothing because I only learned to really play the game the last like 4 to 6 years.
Not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game...
Well, I could come out here with a kicker or punter and the worst quarterback in the game and just put easy pass concepts. And I find it funny that there are players who will use teams, I'm not saying him, but there are players who will use the Ravens, use the Chiefs, and dumb down the game as if they had the worst quarterback in the game. As if they had the worst quarterback in the game. Right? You'll see curl flats, you'll see stick, you'll see double slants, you'll see double posts, you'll see gun bunch spurts, you'll see 4 verticals, you'll see all the easy pass concepts when they have an elite quarterback, an elite defense, elite team, and that's the way they want to play. And people tell me, oh, you shouldn't be telling players how to play. I'm sorry, that's like, I mean, are you serious? Right? Right? Players would spam that. Players would spam that play, not me. I have so many plays. I could literally write my favorites list. I haven't even gone to my favorites list. Right? You have formation, you have coaching suggestions, you have play type, you have pass concept or whatever, right? recent. Right next to recent is a list called favorites list. I didn't even go to that.
Drop to throw. Steps away to his left.
Like, I don't care at that point. I know the play's dead.
Picked up by Jordan Poyer.
Like I said, I go for two every time because, like I said, I'm not. What's the word? I don't need to come up with a different word. Like I said, I just don't. These games are not meaningful to me.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And every time I say something, I see his mic symbol. Like, you know how the mic symbol, when they're not talking, it's just a symbol of a microphone. And when they talk, the symbol goes away and you see like a talk symbol, you know. I can only imagine what they're saying. Oh yeah, that's what a loser says. Oh yeah, but if I was winning, right? I said that. You could go on my YouTube channel and see the last 3 games. I said that every single game. These games are meaningless.
First down Miami as they get set to start.
I could just imagine what they're saying. Oh, I won, you lost. Like, yeah, I mean, hey, you know what I mean? That's great. You know? And he's out here trying to troll, just going play action. I mean, like I said, he could have whatever he wants. It's on him for not checking it down, like I said. He has all the time in the world. He could have rolled out to throw it away. He could have checked it down. Players think I'm trash talking. I had players tell me, a bunch of players, spam, shut the fuck up, you're annoying as fuck, shut up. You know? I thought he had a curl route, guys. See? Didn't even know what route he had. He had a weird post route. I thought it was a curl. Why did I think it was a curl? Because there's there's a play that's just like that, where you have a dagger, a seam, and a drag, and then the guy outside has a curl. Or maybe I usually hot route it to a curl. In my mind, I'm thinking, right, I forgot what route he had. So it's a pick. Because I threw it like right when he got vertically enough to where he could have got to the top of his route and ran a curl. And right there, I wasted a good opportunity. But, like I said,
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead.
Man, it's getting hot in here.
Time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates,
Must have been much warmer out today. I was gonna say, it's looking to run, damn. That's what I'm talking about, right, guys? I went with a dollar sugar 3-2. He went under center. I mean, guys, it's that easy. What do you think I don't do that? What do you think I don't run the ball? What do you think I'm undefeated in tournaments? Because I know I could run, I could pass, I could go to a quick pass, I could go to an RPO, I could go with a shot play, I could go to a bootleg, a rollout. Based on what they're giving me, I can change my picture on offense. Like I said, there were games in tournaments that I was worried about. There was 1 or 2 games I was worried about where I think, oh man, this is going to be a bad game offensively. I don't think I'm going to be able to score many points. See, look at that. And what did I do? I was like, wait a minute. I know my opponent's been audibling all game long, right? Because they were just that type of player. They were backing out. They were like the type of player that defensively were constantly every second trying to disguise their defense. They were looking like they were blitzing you. They would press with fake blitzing, and they would back out, and then they would go 1 high, 2 high, constantly audibling, right? And I said, okay, all right, you did a good job with that. But what can I do? What can I do because of that? Well, I won't let them set. And what happened? Eureka, big play, touchdown. Why? Because if they audible constantly, right? I'm just using that as an example. As part of reading the defense. Not only am I reading the defense at every level, it's 3-4 levels of the defense you can read, right? And there's even more. Like, for example, but you need to understand when you use a zone fake jet, It's just like when you use any like fake handoff. It's a long developing play. You don't want long developing runs because it gives your opponent a chance. You know, you're giving me a chance to not even have to use or anything, not even to have to stop nothing. Stick, like I said, lazy. The go-to situation, slant, stick, you know, mesh spot, those type of plays. You really better check it down. I'm telling you right now to check it down. Short, intermediate right now. Missed it. Wide open. Even right there, guys. If he goes to the flats, I told him, short or intermediate, meaning a flat, a curl, a post, a corner, but not anything down deep field, down the field, he would have ended the game.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And all the way home for a Bills.
And I was losing the last 2 games, and I won them. But, you know, I mean, I don't care.
2 yards. And the Bills have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2.
I do pick plays that any defense can defend, and I do mess around in the goal line, red zone goal line.
Now back to throw.
I mean, it's obvious what I'm trying to do with bunch right there. Do you really, like, when I talk like this, oh yeah, I forgot, that was 2-point conversion, so we're tied. Whoops, I forgot. But, like I said, let's just think about it logically, right? Any defense in that situation, I don't care what you're running. They could run jacks, they could run man against that. Yeah, sure, there's a lot of gun bunch sets and plays, right? A lot of plays out of gun bunch, right? But for the most part, this is the way I think of it. Look at where you are on the field. You're in goal line, meaning there's less area of the field, right? You could literally just go man, like cover 1 hole, cover 1 thief, cover 1 rubber on that play. And that would shut down bunch verts, a lot of stuff. Oh, God. Another one. What's he going to say? Oh, I let you come back, bro. I hear that all the time. I let you come back, bro. I mean, I gave him the lead. I gave him a 2-touchdown lead. I told him what to do to make it a 3 or 4 touchdown lead. But, you know, that's on him. Checkdowns. He would have had 3-4 touchdown lead. Checkdowns.
Shotgun for Michelle. This to the tight end, Kincaid.
4-3.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4 yards.
And whenever players talk, like I said, there's five things I tell players not to do against me. Don't lag switch. He didn't lag switch. I'm just saying, don't lag switch.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
Don't talk. Like, don't let me see your mic symbol. That's 2. Don't mess around with your extra points. That's 3. Don't constantly audible on defense. That's 4. And 5 would be, like, don't put cover zeros out there, or, you know, put goal line out there to make it look like I don't know how to read a defense. Just because I'm purposely not reading a defense. Stuff like that. There'll be players who are trying to troll because I haven't scored in certain games, because I haven't even read the show in games. So I'm literally just going through my reads. And then they'll put like goal line defense out there. They'll put cover zeros out there because they're acting like they don't respect what I'm doing, because, you know, I haven't moved the ball, right?
Here's Michelle to throw. Getting this ball out wide for Davis.
Do I need James Cook?
He's got room to roam, and he's going to be out down inside.
No, and you don't either. You don't need Tua. You don't need Hill. You don't need Waddle. If the Bills had an elite tight end, I'd take him out too. I don't have James Cook. I don't have Josh Allen, and I don't have Amari Cooper. Sometimes I forget his name. The only reason I remember now is because I've been playing with the Bills for like the last 7 games or whatever. So I made it a point to remember his name. Oh no. Really, guys? Am I going to do it? Like I said, I made kickers and punters look like fucking Joe Montana and Tom Brady. What do you think I'm going to do with the worst quarterback? The worst quarterback is still way better than a kicker and a punter. So what do you think I'm playing with the worst quarterback? See? Make it hard on yourself. Don't make it easy.
Play action, Bouchel. That is intercepted.
Like I said right there, I'm just fucking around. When I know my play's dead, I'm just messing around. Doing what other players do. But remember, guys, he still has the Dolphins, and he's still got 3 timeouts. Oh, I wonder what he's going to try to do. Oh, I wonder. Because here's the thing, guys. Players are such, you know what, in this situation. Because they know if you give them quarters 3 deep, they're going to take free releases. They know they still have enough time to run like a stretch or a draw play or run with their quarterback, right? I see that all the time in these situations. You wonder why. Right, for example, free releases. Deep post, seams, you know, shit over the ball, right? Watch, corners. But he's drifting back. I mean, you could play Madden for like 2-3 days and you know that you can't move back or roll around in the pocket. I don't even need to put a QB contain, but I've QB contained. Let's say, what year did I start QB containing quarterbacks? I would say probably Madden 15, so literally 10 years ago. So it was for Lamar at first, or it was for, obviously Lamar wasn't in the game yet, but it was for some other quarterbacks. Hit that.
Connected with Hill. And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space. Let them do what they do.
Don't know why it was a lob. Maybe he got a little, you know, anxious there and lobbed it by accident. You tap it, you know, lob it. You gotta hold it.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point.
It's either gonna be a 4-game winning streak or it's gonna be one of those games that I gave up to 3. I'm batting it down. I don't understand what it. I mean, at this point, I mean, it don't matter. 8 seconds. But I don't know why my opponents call a timeout when the ball hits the ground. You know, the play stops, the clock stops. And that's smart right there. But you know, smart what he did because he could definitely draw a penalty right there. Call timeout myself. Because I didn't, you know, put a defense up there. Now he wants to see. I always say under center. Players do it 3rd and long, 4th and long, Hail Mary situation, under center. And you wonder why. If he does not have a standard pass and this is a play action, please don't.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Just let me get the QB kneel. Let's not quit for 1 second left. The last guy quit with 25 seconds left. That's that. Quit. I was gonna ask him what he was saying all game. That's a shame. I was just gonna ask him, talk to him. Another one bites the dust. Guys, it's one thing like if I play with starters or backup quarterback and I got a win streak like I normally do, but I'm using the worst quarterback in the NFL. Nobody's doing that. And if they are, they're not playing the game the way I am, reading the defense. They're trying to get by, you know, meta plays, whatever. Easy pass concepts, meta plays, whatever the case may be. His name is ZQNCX. I thought it was ZQNX. Okay.